In the game of crowns, even siblings aren't spared the weight of tradition. What royal rule could draw a line between Princess Charlotte and Prince George, reshaping their destinies? As the calendar turns, a change looms that will redefine their paths in ways both subtle and profound. The monarchy, rooted in centuries of history, faces unparalleled scrutiny, where even minor etiquette changes stir controversy and curiosity. One royal family ritual, discreetly observed but rarely addressed, has come under scrutiny: the ban on two heirs flying together. This long-standing idea ensures continuity in the event of an accident. The current royal family, led by the Prince and Princess of Wales, has blended pragmatism and tradition to create a new royal travel etiquette. Prince William and Catherine, pioneers of their generation, defied this unwritten convention by taking their eldest children, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, on worldwide tours. They showed their devotion to a modern, family-centered approach to royal duties and raised important questions about the future of this custom. The issue, rooted in safety and succession, illustrates the royals' precarious balance between history and modern expectations of their function. The Wales' decision to bring George on tours to Australia, Canada, Germany, and Poland was considered as practical and a sign of family unity. This flexibility appears to be limited. George may have to go alone by his 12th birthday, following his father and grandmother's example. This milestone marks a shift for George and the royal family as it struggles to raise future kings in an era that expects accessibility and loyalty to traditional norms. The separate travel rule stems from the desire to sustain the monarchy. For years, the royal family has been aware of the risks of flying travel and followed tight guidelines to reduce them. From his experience as a royal pilot, Graham Laurie described how this restriction was implemented. Laurie's experiences illustrate the careful planning needed to protect the heirs. Laurie confirmed during Charles and Diana's Mediterranean vacations that William and Harry could only travel with their parents on the same plane until William was 12. After that, the late Queen insisted on separate flights for her grandson, signifying the shift from youthful carefreeness to adulthood. Since King Charles III cannot fly with Prince William, this tradition has continued to ensure monarchy continuance at all costs. William and Catherine travel with their children to balance family and royal duties. The pair has stressed the significance of educating their children for their future duties by including Prince George and Princess Charlotte. George and Charlotte use these visits to observe, learn, and adjust to the public scrutiny and diplomatic engagements of their positions. The 2014 family trip to Australia and New Zealand was crucial. George, a baby, became a global phenomenon as fans recorded every coup and crawl. William apparently asked the late Queen for permission for this extraordinary step, showing the monarchy's suppleness under her. Though risky, this approach showed Wales' dedication to portraying a realistic modern royal family. By their 2016 Canadian tour, the situation had changed. George and Charlotte, now toddlers, captivated audiences with their joyful antics, reinforcing William and Catherine's family-oriented image. These performances showed the monarchy's future, a planned but passionate effort to cultivate goodwill and engage with the populace. As Prince George approaches his 12th birthday, his travel plans are not the only consideration. This change is part of his royal upbringing and prepares him for future responsibilities. George's impending kingship will bring many changes, including separate travel. This move is profoundly symbolic. George's isolation from his parents while traveling shows the crown's weight, even for a young lad. It marks the progressive loss of youthful innocence to obligation and expectation. However, this event also shows the monarchy's persistence in adapting to survive. The Wales' royal tour shows how tradition and modernity coexist. The logistical and symbolic benefits of presenting a united family encouraged George to flout the separate travel ban in his early years. As the stakes rise, safety precautions become more important. Public opinion also influences these judgments. George and Charlotte's royal visits have made the family more relatable and endearing globally. The monarchy also faces criticism from some who see these initiatives as departures from tradition, which could weaken it. As King Charles III develops the monarchy, the younger generation will become more important. Prince George, the second in line to the throne, is the institution's future, and his upbringing will influence it. Reintroducing the separate travel rule for George shows a commitment to protecting this future as the monarchy responds to shifting social expectations. The Wales's parenting style, which blends royal principles with family togetherness, can guide the monarchy's evolution. By gradually introducing George and Charlotte to their royal duties, William and Catherine are training their children for a grounded and forward-looking life of service. This balance of tradition, safety, and modernization guides the royal family's travel and beyond. As Prince George begins his next royal adventure, his experiences will define the monarchy's future, providing a peek of its future. Some of the Wales' difficult actions indicate a sophisticated view of their position as defenders of tradition and engineers of monarchy progress. Royal travel involves symbolism, tradition, and modern interpretation beyond practicality. Each decision the Prince and Princess of Wales make about public and private activities is a way to modernize while honoring the monarchy's rich past. Their approach shows duty and a strong understanding of how to nurture the next generation of royals to balance tradition and modern expectations. William and Catherine have struck a careful balance by including Prince George and Princess Charlotte on abroad travels, encouraging relatability while discreetly preparing their children for royal life. Many admire the couple's ability to balance their public duties with a family-oriented attitude. Wales's emphasis on family has shaped the contemporary monarchy. George and Charlotte's royal tour appearances have been more than adorable. These festivities are meticulously planned to humanize the monarchy. George's lighthearted exchanges on the 2014 Australian tour and Charlotte's assertive manner in Canada in 2016 reflected an approachable and leadership-ready future. This method is multi-purpose. First, it boosts the royal family's public relations, especially with younger generations. George and Charlotte's natural interactions with their parents and the world suggest a monarchy that values family and tradition. Second, it helps young royals adjust to public life naturally. These encounters are lovely and crucial training for George and Charlotte as future royals. The Wales's ability to find this equilibrium has earned them praise as the monarchy's modernizers. Their strategy to staying relevant in a world that values authenticity is multifaceted. William and Catherine demonstrate a systematic approach to royal life by incorporating their children into public obligations without sacrificing their childhoods. Prince George's transformation as he approaches his 12th birthday highlights his responsibilities as second in line to the throne. The decision to enforce the separate travel rule for George is not just about protecting the line of succession. It is a step toward instilling in him a deeper understanding of his unique responsibilities. George has seen flashes of his future career in public engagements, but this transfer marks a move from symbolic to practical training. He will practice monarchy skills by attending more events that challenge him to handle tricky diplomatic and social situations. William and Catherine will address this change based on their ideals and experiences. William understands his son's problems, having grown up under public observation. His and Catherine's focus on a nurturing but structured environment prepares George to handle his position while maintaining his individuality. Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis are equally important in shaping the future ruler, though Prince George is naturally the spotlight. Charlotte and Louis, the second and third children of the Prince and Princess of Wales, will likely balance personal identities with their royal duties like other royal spares. Charlotte, already poised and confident, could alter the position of a royal princess in the modern day. Her personality and charm shine through in public engagements with her parents and older brother. Many unexpected benefits occur when combining her two positions, making Charlotte better than any president outside of America. Her hopes, dreams, and publicity as she ages Louis, the youngest Wales kid, provides excitement and vitality to the family's public image. He has won over audiences worldwide with his light-hearted antics on events like the Platinum Jubilee, showing the royal family's humanity. William and Catherine are well-positioned to help Louis find his identity within his royal role as he matures. The Wales family's parenting and public life reflect Queen Elizabeth's test influence. William and Catherine look to her unwavering dedication and adaptability for guidance as they raise a modern royal family. William and George's travel rule exceptions show the late Queen's comprehension of the monarchy's evolution and trust in her grandson's judgment. These adaptability and resilience traits continue to drive Wales' approach. William and Catherine are preparing their children to carry on the monarchy's heritage in a constantly changing world by integrating historic values with a modern outlook. The Wales family's royal travel and public appearances affect the monarchy. They are reinventing royalty in the 21st century by emphasizing family unity and relatability. This change is necessary to keep the monarchy relevant and popular. George and Charlotte's royal excursions have shown future generations that the monarchy may change without losing its identity. In an age of institutional scrutiny and challenge, adaptation is essential. The Waleses reinforce the monarchy's unifying and stabilizing role by presenting a modern, approachable image. The following years will shape the popular view of the monarchy as the Wales family navigates their roles. Their choices for their children's royal duties, education, and public life will shape the monarchy's destiny. They must blend tradition and modernity to keep the crown relevant and revered. Wales's loyalty to the monarchy's tradition shows in their solid family foundation and public duties. Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis will uphold their parents' beliefs and lessons, ensuring that the monarchy remains a symbol of continuity, stability, and advancement for future generations. Thinking about the British royal family, especially William and Catherine, goes beyond individual deeds. We must consider their choices in the perspective of a monarchy adapting to modern times. William and Catherine's parenting of their 3 children, notably the 2 direct heirs, strikes a remarkable balance between tradition and progress. This is the story of a powerful dynasty and the adaptation and perseverance of a monarchy trying to stay relevant in public life. William and Catherine have shown that a successful monarchy starts at home. They reared their children under severe media and public opinion scrutiny and expertly imparted royal principles in modern ways. They keep the monarchy approachable, relatable, and ready for future generations. Their parenting of Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis shows great insight. Each youngster is exposed to royal traditions, but also given love, stability, and 21st-century learning experiences. George, the future king, is prepared to bridge the gap between his innocence and his monarchy. Charlotte and Louis, though not immediate heirs, are groomed to guarantee their significant roles in the royal system, are unburdened by George's pressures. The early inclusion of George and Charlotte on major overseas tours by William and Catherine has quietly altered royal travel rules while respecting history. These strategic moves have shown the family's unity and continuity. A monarchy with flexible rules. To help their children grow, they sometimes break boundaries, like letting George travel with his parents. The difficult balance of preserving the past and embracing the new resonates with the public craving for relevance in royal figures. Prince William's mother Diane, a Princess of Wales, affected his parenting approach. William is giving his children a sense of duty and the freedom to express themselves, a gift not accessible in prior royal generations. George is being trained for kingship and the sympathetic modern leadership that will define the monarchy in the future. William's experience has given him special insight into George's destiny as king. William and Catherine are raising a grounded, caring, and well-positioned George to negotiate a complex world by introducing him to civic tasks early on while maintaining family life. Charlotte's role as an heir sister shows the royal family's inclusiveness. Her composed but passionate personality shows she is growing up aware of her duty without the burden on her older brother. Prince Louis's lively and playful attitude represents the royal family's commitment to individuality and collective purpose. Catherine's motherhood and future queen consorthood are crucial. The royal family's image has been shaped by her unrelenting commitment to her children and her natural ability to connect with people. She stabilizes George and his siblings, offering a nurturing yet regulated upbringing. Her emphasis on mental health, children's development, and education inspires her own children and families across. This modern parenting style and her reverence for royal traditions show why Catherine is considered the monarchy's future. William and Catherine's parenting style enriches their family and shapes the monarchy. They are preserving the House of Windsor's survival in a rapidly changing world by instilling duty, empathy, and adaptation in George, Charlotte, and Louis. George, a future monarch, represents continuity and rebirth, whereas William, who will follow his father King Charles, is strong and wise, having learned from his past. William and Catherine's forward-thinking leadership has helped the monarchy survive and thrive. This traditional, yet forward-looking view of the future is the Wales family's greatest strength. It reassures the nation and Commonwealth that the monarchy is still a live symbol of service and leadership. William and Catherine are building a monarchy that will inspire future generations as well as their offspring. As we conclude today's deep dive into the traditions, exceptions, and fascinating dynamics of the future monarchs and their families, the Prince and Princess of Wales continue to model modern parenting while balancing responsibility. That wraps up today's video. What are your thoughts on this topic? Let us know in the comments. We love hearing your insights. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more updates and deep dives. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you're the first to know when we upload. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.